प्रेम से बोले श्री सीतारामचंद्र की जय। थैंक यू वेरी मच शोभा। रामायण आरती, सब कोई खड़ा हो जाए प्लीज। ऑल स्टैंड फॉर रामायण आरती।
आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिय की। गावत
सीतारामचंद्र की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। आदि शक्ति स्वाहा माता की जय। उदय सार जगन्नाथ की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। बोले श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की। आसन लीजिए। बी सीटेड डिवोटीज। प्रेम से बोले श्री सीताराम चंद्र की जय। Invocation prayer. Focus upon the comely form of Maryada Purushottam Bhagwan Shri Ram. And Om Tat Sat. Hey Ram Shri Ram. Jai Shri Sita Ram. We join in prayer. Om Ganganapataye Namah. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamal Bhyo Namah. Om Shri Sharda Aye Namah. Om Namaschandikaya. Om Bam Devaya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shri Sita Ramachandraya Namah. Om Radha Krishna Govindaya Namah. Om Namo Narayanaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. Om Pavanaya Pavan Putraya Hring Hring Shri Hanumantaya Namah. Om Par Brahm Parampita Parameshwaraya Jagdishwaraya Namostute. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajo Man Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Nava Kanja Lochana Kanja Mukhakar Kanja Pada Kanjarunam Kandar Payaganetayamita Chabinau Nila Nirad Sundaram Patapita Mana Hutarita Ruchi Suchi Naumi Janaka Sutavaram Bhajo Dina Bandho Dinesha Dano Daitya Vanshani Kandanam Raghunandayanande Kande Koshal Chandra Dasharatha Nandanam Sira Mukuta Kundala Tilaka Charu Udara Yanga Bibhushanam Ajanu Bhuja Sare Chapadhara Sang Grama Jita Khare Dushanam Ete Bhagati Tulasi Dasa Shankar Shesha Muni Manaranjanam Mama Hridaye Kanjanivas Kurukam Mandi Khaladale Ganjanam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Hey Ram Om Apadam Bhartaram Dataram Sarva Sampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Rambhadraya Ramchandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah. Om Shri Sita Ramachandraya Namah. Bole Shri Sita Ramachandra ki. after those moments of silent prayer and meditation, we glorify Bhagwan Shri Ram. हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. O mind, flood your very existence with the presence and the name of Shri Ram. ओ हमारे मन, ए हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. हमारे मन, ओ हमारे मन, ए हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. हाँ राम ही राम रते हो. अमृत भरिया रतन कटोरा पीवत कौन ते. हाँ पीवत कौन ते. अमृत भरिया रतन कटोरा पीवत कौन ते. ए अमृत भरिया रतन कटोरा पीवत कौन ते. ओ पीवत कौन ते. हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. हमारे मन, ए हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. भाल तिलक तुलसी के माला फेरत फंडिक दे. हाँ फेरत फंडिक दे. भाल तिलक तुलसी के माला फेरत फंडिक दे. ओ भाल तिलक, भाल तिलक तुलसी के माला फेरत फंडिक दे. ओ फेरत फंडिक दे. हमारे मन राम ही राम रे. हमारे मन, ए हमारे मन, ओ हमारे मन राम ही राम रे. तुलसीदास रघुबीर भजन से जाम की दूत हटे. हाँ जाम की दूत हटे. ओ जाम की. तुलसीदास, तुलसीदास, तुलसी, तुलसीदास. तुलसीदास रघुबीर भजन से जाम की दूत हटे. हाँ जाम की दूत हटे. तुलसीदास रघुबीर भजन से जाम की दूत हटे. ए तुलसीदास, तुलसीदास रघुबीर भजन से जाम की दूत हटे. ओ जाम की दूत हटे. हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. हमारे मन, ओ हमारे मन, ए हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. हमारे राम ही राम रते. 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 हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. ओ राम ही राम रते. हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. राम ही राम रते. हमारे मन राम ही राम रते. हमारे मन, ओ हमारे मन, ए हमारे मन राम ही राम रामायण कथा, लक्ष्मण जी का सीता को जंगल में छोड़ना। और कथा कमेंट्स लाइक दिस। धरणी सुता व्याकुल निरखी, प्राण कंठ गत जान, हो रामा प्राण कंठ गत जान। तजत चहत तन शेष तब, धिक धिक जीवन प्राण सिया, पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शर। सीता जी को व्याकुलता देख और उनके प्राण कंठ में आए जान, लक्ष्मण जी व्याकुल हो गए। यह शरीर त्यागने को उद्यत हो कहने लगे, मेरे जीवन को धिक्कार है, धिक्कार है। सो हे भाई लोग सुनिए। देखी लखन सिया मूर्छ आई, देखी लखन सिया मूर्छ आई, गगन गिरा नन भई सुहाई, राम भई सुहाई। सुने सौमित्र ताहु सिय त्यागी, सुने सिय सौमित्र जा सिय त्यागी। जनक ये पुत्र का जीवहि सुभागे, राम जीवहि सुभागी। जय राम श्री राम जय जय, श्री राम जय। ब्रह्म गिरा सुनि धीरज कीन्हा, हाथ जोड़े पर दक्षिण दीन्हा। लय रथ चरण ये बंदिशी तेरे, चले अवध उरे त्रास, धने रे राम त्रास धने रे। जय राम श्री राम जागे सिया सकल दिश देखा, नहीं रथ आश्व नहीं, कहूँ शेषा राम नहीं, कहूँ शेषा। सही दुख प्रथम रहे है त्राना, पुणे सोई चाहतन करत पयाना, राम करत पयाना। जय राम श्री राम जय, श्री राम जय राम जय, जय राम श्री राम। लक्ष्मण जी की दशा देख सीता भी मूर्छित हो गई। उस समय सुंदर आकाशवाणी हुई कि हे लक्ष्मण सुनो, सीता जी को छोड़ जाओ, सौभाग्यवती सीता जीती रहेंगी। ब्रह्मवाणी को सुनकर लक्ष्मण धैर्य धारण किया और हाथ जोड़ सीता की परिक्रमा की। तब वह रथ में सीता के चरण में वंदना करके बहुत दुखी हो अयोध्यापुरी को चले। सो भाई लोग, मूर्छा दूर होने पर सीता जी चारों ओर तरफ देखने लगी। वहां न तो रथ न घोड़े, कहीं लक्ष्मण ही थे। ये प्राण पहले ही दुखी है, परंतु अब भी निकलना नहीं चाहते। सो हे भाई लोग सुनिए। करुणा करत विनयति भारी, वाल्मीकि ये बनचारी। जय राम श्री कह ज्ञानी, पुत्रे बालराम, पुत्रे वाल्मीकि कह ज्ञानी, वाल्मीकि कह ज्ञानी। बनयावन निज चरित चरित बखाने राम, चरित बखाने। जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम श्री राम, जय राम, जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम, जय जय राम श्री राम, जय राम, जय जय राम। वाल्मीकि मन में बहुत विलाप कर रही थी। जानकी जी मन में बहुत विलाप कर रही थी और वाल्मीकि ऋषि उधर घूमते हुए आ निकले। ज्ञानी वाल्मीकि ने कहा कि हे पुत्री, अपने वन आने का कारण कहो कहो। तो हे भाई लोग सुनिए। मुनि पुत्र में जनक की, राम प्रिया जग जान। त्यागन हेतु न आनु कछु, विधि गति यति बलवान सिया। पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। सीता ने कहा कि हे मुनि, मैं जनक की पुत्री और जगत प्रसिद्ध श्री रामचंद्र जी का पत्नी हूँ, परंतु मैं अपने त्यागे जाने का कारण कुछ भी नहीं जानती। ईश्वर भी गति बड़ी बलवती है। Devotees, at the point of the Katha, Ravan had been destroyed, evil had been overcome. Answered was merriment, gaiety, and festivity and celebration upon the coronation of Bhagwan Sri Ram. And devotees, Ram Raj began. A rule of joy, happiness, justice, fair play, and everything positive you can think of. That up to today, people in various countries, all countries are clamored for such kind of leadership. Leadership that takes care of their needs, look after their safety and concerns. We don't have that. We have pretenders. And you know what? Every 5 years or 3 years when they come, we stain our fingers for them. But that's your choice. I can't tell you what to do. You decide. Your country should come first. Anybody who's going to mess up your country, get rid of them. I think so. That's my view. And this is what the people in Ayodhya, they are showing. And so devotees, what happened? Everything was going well. But that was the calm before the storm. Whenever you find things going smooth and nice, and I thank the Lord. But do not become complacent, because something will come to upset that equilibrium and that harmony, like a stone dropped in a bucket of water. It doesn't only create a sound, but also not only a ripple, but it also sends some water upward. On this particular day, this Dhobi, he used to wash clothes for a living. He was heard to make the comment that if my wife leaves me, I will never take her back. Because his wife had gone by the mother-in-law, by her mother, for a day or two. So he's Mahaman, I can't take you back. And he's saying, I'm like Raja Ram. What kind of husband is, what kind of king he is? His wife spent such a long time away from him in the demonic kingdom. You don't know what transpired. And he took her back. The devotees, all of this is for a reason. Let's look at it briefly. He doesn't know Ramayana. When Sri Ram destroyed Ravan and all that was taken place, he sent Hanuman and others to bring Sita. Sita came, and when she was a short distance from Sri Ram, he said, stop. Everybody came scared. How come we give our life, we left our home, we left our family, we built a bridge, we fought against the demonic forces for Sita to be united with Sri Ram, and now he's telling her, stop, he doesn't want her. They couldn't believe that. It struck them. Devotees, Sri Ram says, I will only accept her if she passes through the fire test. There's a whole interesting thing about Urvashi and Sita, and one form, one soul in another body. We won't go into all of that. But devotee Sri Ram knew what he's saying. When they were in the forest, one day Sri Ram said, Sita, when he sent Lakshman to fetch firewood, oh Sita, it's time for Urvashi or Vedvati, any term you wish to use. It's time for her activity to commence, because she had threatened to destroy Ravan when one day she was offering jal. And Ravan saw this pretty face, and there are some men cannot leave a pretty face alone. They have no right that they're married, but yet this is what they do. This society we're in. That's why our mothers and sisters are very careful, fathers too. There's always temptation. And so he saw this pretty face offering jal to the son. He went and held her hand and said, hey, you offering water for what? His son, the son is thirsty, someone will accept that. Come become my queen, and I shall give you all that you want. But she was not that type, the loose type who say, oh, it's so easy. I didn't know it go to offer jal. When you offer in jal, you'll get plenty offers. Devotees, no. She said, Ravan, I could destroy you right now. And her hand was transformed into a sword. When you have power, the sword of knowledge, to cut down the root and the tree of ignorance, that is symbolism. She said, I could destroy you right now, but now is not the time. The day will come when I shall be the cause of your destruction. And so the day came, devotees, when Urvashi Ram said, Sita, that your Atma, leave this dead shell so the world will think it is Sita, but let her soul, Urvashi or Vedvati soul, enter your body. And so said, so it came to pass. So Sri Ram obviously knows what he's doing. He cannot accept some other soul in Sita's body. He is that prim and proper, highly upright person. We spoke about the importance of morality and character. When health is lost, a lot is lost. When wealth is lost, more is lost. When character is lost, all fall down. So Sri Ram was the epitome of character. And without character, we are nobody. That's why so many are falling apart. He who has character will always stand. You may not like him or her, but devotee, they're doing what is expected of them. And so, Sri Ram said, stop there, because he wanted her to go through in the fire, because that's what had happened earlier in the forest. So that there now, the soul of Urvashi will leave the body of Sita, and the soul of Sita will enter the body of Sita. Sita, nothing like people think negative. So the Dhobi doesn't know this. And this is one of the serious problems in our society and throughout the world. He who does not talk the loudest. And you know what? He could talk, anybody could say what they want. But when people begin to believe you, what you're saying, the propaganda you're spreading, then that's where the problem is. And devotee, he said, I will never accept my wife if she does that. And people said, it's true, boy. It's true, that Sita really left Sri Ram. And Sri Ram took her back. Not understanding she had passed through the fire test. And Sita Ma, when she was entering the fire, Hanuman cried. Lakshmanji, every one of them. It was painful to see a mother walking into, they didn't understand the play of the Lord. Some of us feel we understand God and the play of the Lord. Even we are all children, like one drop of water in the vast ocean. And if take lives upon lives to understand the nature of God, the greatness of God, and so on. Devotees, so she put her hands together and the fire is blazing and she's walking, going towards it. And she said, again, Devata, I place my life in your hands. If I have not been truthful in thought, word, and deed to my husband, then burn me to ashes. But if I have lived up to the laws of Pativrata Dharam, sincerity and fidelity to my husband, then let this fire become a school. A school, the coolest object you can find. Let it become cool so I may pass through it without any burn. And devotees, no one could deny the sincerity and purity of Sita Ma. And she went through that fire and she came out with flying colors. Did Hobi didn't know that. And up to today we have people who speak like this about Pundits, about Sanatan Dharam, about our religion and about Ramayana, who don't know. Those who say, Sri Ram, why is to hunt the animal for? To eat? That's what they say. Because they don't know. It's so sad. And there are many other misconceptions and contradictions and dilutions and pollutions that those who say they're preaching, that's what they say. And if we had more time, that's a whole topic by itself. But I am saying to you, my dear people, you get the Raman, you get it, study it, and get the right information. If anything puzzles you, causes you some kind of doubt, talk to someone who knows, who has a track record, who will tell you what needs to be told, and the truth, and nothing but the truth. And so, devotees, when the word began to spread that, Sri Ram took back Sita, and she lived in another kingdom, when Sri Ram realized people were believing that Hobi, imagine God upon earth, and devotees, they saw him. They saw what Sita did, but that didn't appease them. That didn't appeal to them. People like couture. They like gossip. They like old talk. They like rumor. And it spread like wildfire. Why not hold on to the truth? So devotee, when Sri Ram saw those very same people who he took human form for, whom the Devatas came in the form of bears and monkeys to protect. Remember, yadahi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. And it goes on. He comes for the protection of his devotees, for Mother Earth, for the cows, for the sadhu, the son, the Mahatma, and all of these people to protect dharma. He had done all of this. And devotees today, those same people who he gave his life for, some of them, they are siding with it, Hobi, and not with Sri Ram. All of us will face this one in our lives. All of us will face this. This unfair criticism. And much, much more. If you're not strong, then devotees, you'll fall down. That's why they always say, be sincere, be genuine, be strong. We're here to serve the Lord. We're here to serve the Lord. We're here to preach His teachings. I'm not here for fame or name or for money or for anything. We're here just for righteousness, for truth. And that's why our yoke should be done. If our yoke didn't be done for that, then it will all collapse. And there's a lot of religious pollution, religious dilution. So devotees, it shouldn't be. So Bhagwan Sri Ram as a leader. Notice with what I'm saying. I'm not saying as a husband. I'm not saying as God. Sri Ram is a leader. He saw the people who he swore to protect and to serve and etc. He saw they are now turning against his decisions. So he decided, I have to do something. He called the brothers. He explained to them what he had in mind. And devotees, the first person to speak was Shatrughan. He said, my Lord, what you have in mind does not harmonize with my thinking and my knowledge of Sita. Bharataji also. And Lakshman didn't say a word. Because he knows the way of Sri Ram, having spent those 14 years. And what did Sri Ram said? Lakshman, the solution to this problem take Sita into the forest. When Lakshman heard that, he began to sweat, he began to tremble. He wished the earth could have opened and swallowed him. And all he could do is shake his head. Mera jivan dhikkar hai, mera jivan dhikkar hai. A curse upon my life. That today I am the one to do this. My mother, my Sita, whom I served, whom I fought for, who I know is pure like the Himalayan snow. I have to now take her into the forest. But he knows the way of Sri Ram. And when Sri Ram speaks, he doesn't repeat what he says. And so, devotees, he got the chariot, put seat on it. Ask her to sit on it. And devotees, he began to drive with Sita going to the forest. Sita is leaving the palace. Notice, devotees, how life is. We always have to be mindful. Life, there's union, separation. She came to that palace dressed as a queen. Today she's living as what? When she came, everybody doing arati, Mordecai, let me see what he face. Let me see this beautiful person. And the joyful singing and clapping and dancing and merriment and gaiety and festivity. Today she's Maharani Sita. And today she's Banbasi Sita. And nobody wants to say, nobody could open their mouth, nobody raising their hand, nobody saying anything. Sometimes devotees ask, where is justice and fair play in this world? Do we have that? Do we have that from the highest to the lowest? There's a little incident. Devotees, a sadhu was going through the forest. He came upon a clearing. There was a fire. And in the middle of the fire was a snake. And the snake is crying for help. Devotees, the sadhu saw that. Daya dharam ki mula hai. The highest practice of dharma is to have a kind, compassionate nature about you. Not cruel and wicked and curse and cruel. No. So he saw the snake in danger. So he decided to help. He pulled the snake out of the fire. And his life was saved. Devotees, when he thought all was well, the snake turned around now and wanted to bite him. The same snake he just saved, that snake now wants to bite him. So he said, what is this? I just saved your life. How could you be so unfair? Why are you doing this? Devotees, the snake didn't care. The sadhu said, I want somebody to judge this situation. Let us go and meet one or two, whoever we meet, and let us ask them if what you're saying, if what you're doing is right, if it's fair. So devotees, a long story, I'm just giving a gist of it. So the first person they met was a cow. Old, all the ribs and bones showing, sun hot, sitting, lying down there like foot broken. And the sadhu went and said, oh, ma, maya ki gaya, ma, tell me, this fair? I saved this life of this snake, and now he wants to take my life. Is it fair? The cow say, snake, bite him and kill him. So he puzzled. How the cow could say that when we all know how important the cow is to us? So he said, ma, why did you say that? She said, simple. Look at all of them there. Now, better the points him. I feel like talk pointing to you. He said, look at all of those. He was referring to cows. Look at all of them. They are my children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. They came from me. When they were born, they drank my milk. They put me. And all sorts of things they did. They came from me. And today, look, I can't move. And none of them had the courage. None of them had the thoughts to come and bring a mouthful of grass for me. Even some water. They leave me here, injured, in the sun, hungry and thirsty. Die justice, man snake, bite him, bite him. Well, sadhu scared. So they went to a few others, but I'll just come to the last one. They met a fox. Hey, fox, this is the situation. What do you say? He said, listen, I can't judge the situation until we go back to the spot. You know, many a time to solve a crime, you go to the crime scene. So he said, let's go back to the spot. So when they reached the spot in the forest, the fox said, but what's happening? You stand up there, you there, what's going on? He said, well, the snake was crying and bawling for help. Why was he bawling? There was a fire. He said, light the fire, man. So the sadhu lit the fire. Snake, where were you? I was inside. He said, well, jump inside fire before the fire get more heated. So the snake jumped inside the fire. And sadhu, where were you? Well, I was coming, so he said, Ram, 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 Ram. He said, go now, man, go through and start saying Ram now. So the sadhu went and Ram, Ram, Ram. When he reached by the fire, the fox said, sadhu. So he was saying Ram and the snake was bawling for help. Now here is the snake, here is the fire, and here you are. You want to save him now? He's in a bond, man. Let him roast right there. I'm not going to save he. You understand what I'm saying about this? A simple incident from our sages to tell us we always must use discretion. I keep saying this all the time. Use discretion in the application of anything you hear I see any Baba or any mother or father or guru say. Because it's called Bidhatane Gyan Deta Hai. Let me give you an example. It said you must speak the truth. Now be honest and be truthful to me. If by lying I could save the life of my friend or my mother, I must go and tell the truth. Why would I do that? I could save a life. So I must play prim and proper and tell the truth because religion says tell the truth. It's based upon time, place, and circumstance. Time, place, and circumstance. That is how I have to act. So devotees, these are things you have to bear in mind. So here now, Sita is in the forest. She was dropped there by Lakshman. She fainted. She regained consciousness. Lakshman had a heavy heart. And now Sita regains consciousness. And devotees were reminded of this wonderful bhajan. Bhajumana Narayan Narayan Bhajumana Narayan Narayan Bhajumana Kya hasna kya rona pagle hoga wahi jo hona Bhajuman Narayan Narayan Bhajuman Kutumba kabila beta beti sab apne karmon ki kheti कुटुंब कबीला बेटा बेटी सब अपने कर्मों की खेती मीठा फल गल जग में चाहे मीठा फल गल जग में चाहे बीज न करवा बोना पगले होगा वही जो न भजुमन
नारायण नारायण
भजुमन
नारायण नारायण
फूटी नल का हार निकल गई हरिश्चंद्र की प्रभुता बिखर गई खेल निधि का बरायनों का खेल निधि का बरायनों का मानो बना खिलौना पगले होगा वही जो होना भजुमन नारायण नारायण भजुमन नारायण नारायण. Devotees, be spiritually strong. Life has pairs of opposites. You don't know when trouble will come, opposition, or whatever it might be. Here, the bhajan is saying, there comes a time neither mother, nor father, nor friend, nor husband, nor wife, nor children could help you. You believe that? Only the Lord will be there. Everybody will either come or go. Like they're saying, a true friend. Who is a true friend? A true friend walks in while everybody walks out. Dilaga filna hoy kadam ye dunya chhod jana hai na beta baap. Who? We need to fortify ourselves. Yes, parents will be there, husband, wife, children. We need them, we love them, they love us, they need us. But it's only for how long? How long? If that is our only focus, then again, it is the wrong focus. They are important, cherish it, but bear in mind, it doesn't last. Nothing lasts. Hoit nek saman, sabadin hoit nek saman. We give the example of Raja Dashrath. He was the king of Ayodhya, eating in golden thari, wearing the best, living up to the best. And the day came when he lost the kingdom, he lost his wife and he lost his son. Where all the kingdom went, where everything went. You saw the movie What? Same thing. He had to roam the streets like a beggar. And his wife had to work for somebody else. And she was a queen. And the only son he had was bitten by a snake and died. And what work he got? He got the work to burn the dead for living in the cremation site. So from kingdom to burning dead in the cremation site. It could happen to you, it could happen to me, any one of us. So we need to be careful of the company we keep, the thoughts we have, and the action we perform. Today all is well. Will it be so tomorrow? Today I'm dressed as krong and gong. I'm a dulaha, a lot of adulation and all kind of admiration. And there's a wedding procession. From that same home, another time there's a procession, but it's a funeral procession, you're dead. What is life all about? What are we holding on to, devotees? So bear these words in mind. Sita came to that home as Bahurani, as a daughter-in-law, out of love. And today she's leaving and nobody opened their mouth to say a word in her defense. Nobody. Who you could trust, who you could depend on. Who? You have to hold on to what you have, what is inside of you. Your faith, your belief, and so much more. What that there, nobody could take it. There's a beautiful saying, what is on my head, anybody could take it. But what is in my head, nobody can take it. What is in my head? You think about it, devotees. So Sita is left all alone. Hanuman Baba is there, Lakshman, Sri Ram. Once, and she's remembering, we don't forget the past. When they were in the forest, one day Sri Ram got flowers and decorated Sita with it. Then one day, Sri Ram was lying down with his head upon her lap. And then Jayan came and picked her foot. And Sri Ram took an arrow without putting it to the bow and released it and plucked the eye of that bird. So much a love he had for her, so much care and consideration. What happened today? What happened today? So devotees, we must, against repeating the point, we must be able to stand on our own 2 feet. If others help, thank them, thank God. So Sita is all alone. And you know what he had, but tears came to her eyes. That I remember on the wedding day, my father and mother, they held the hand of Sri Ram. And they said, make my daughter happy. Don't let anything happen to her. Today what has happened? And they said, yes, she's our daughter now. What happened today? These are things that are going through her mind. Mother Kaushilya, Kaikai, Sumintra, they welcome her. These are our Bahurani, these are our queen, these are our daughter-in-law. We are proud of her. Today not one of them could open their mouth and say anything. Devotees, I'm just asking you, using the medium of this katha, do we have to keep our head on? And notice what happens in life. And if you want to give up on your spirituality and your spiritual power, then you're like a dry leaf in the wind. Blowing here, there, and everywhere. Devotees, Sita Mana was in this situation. Imagine, before you had people serving you, people around you, smiling with you today, when she looks only trees, only animals. What a pain, what fear that could be. And devotees, according to Tulsidas, that part of the forest lived a great sage by the name of Valmiki. When you are sincere and genuine, some God opens a way, something happens to bring a window of hope. Never give up. Because a winner never quits and a quitter never wins. And so devotees Valmiki, he was living in that part of the forest where Lakshmanji had dropped Sita. And now he saw her, he says, "Oh Putri, oh daughter, who are you? What are you doing here? It is not normal for a daughter to be roaming the forest alone." And devotees, you could take that and make a whole point by itself. That mothers and daughters, if they feel they could go where they want and come when they want, fix up. Fix up. In a society of crime, fix up. That's not the way to go. We need to have company, we need to do more than that, especially nowadays. So he's saying the same thing so many thousands of years ago. How come you're alone here, daughter? This is not normal. Explain. And then she said, Sita ji kaha, "Hey Muni, मैं Janaki Putri, I am the daughter of King Janak. And I am the wife, Patni Bhagwan Sri Ram. I am the wife of Sri Ram. And my brother-in-law has brought me here. I don't know what is the situation, but they have dropped me here. It is very puzzling to me. They never explained to her what was the situation." Devotees. When Valmiki heard that, he said, "But your father, Janak, is my Shishya, my follower. Therefore, worry not, my daughter. I will look after you. I will take care of you in the forest." And devotees, I'm just summarizing with a lot I have to say. And so he took her into his ashram, and there he began to look after her. Now, let us see what is Katha a little more in depth, what it's all about. Devotees, why did Sri Ram send Sita into the forest? The only way out, as a king, you could get a little leeway. As a husband, no way. What was the real reason why Sri Ram sent Sita back into the forest? When Sita was a young, beautiful girl, one day she was sitting under a shady tree in her father's palace. And above the tree there were two birds, a male and a female. And they were talking, and the conversation was, the female was an expectant, well, I'll say mother. The female was an expectant mother. And so the male is saying, "Oh girl, you think the child will resemble me?" She said, "You think he might have my nose? You think he might have my eye?" You know how people in that status talk, right? I don't want to go into all of that. Because you want to know the child will take some part of you now, but they know the eye in other ways. Better yet. So they're talking like this, and Sita is hearing this conversation between two birds. Like big people talking, making so much sense to her. She wasn't married yet. So immediately she felt attracted to them and the conversation, and she called some soldiers, "Come, come, quietly. I want you to capture those two birds. Capture them and bring them for me. I'm going to keep them. I want to hear them talk every day. They're making so much sense to me." So this soldier went, devotees, quietly, threw the net, but like so poor. The net fell only on the female bird, and the male flew away. So the female now was trapped. Brought the female, they built a beautiful cage for her. They got the best food, the sweetest water, and you name it, best treatment. But this female bird partook of nothing. Why? She was separated from her beloved. And we all know what separation could do, right? If there's genuine, sincere love. And so the male bird now would sit and from a distance whistle to her, communicate to her. Why don't you do something? Free yourself. If I come, the soldier will kill me. You free yourself. They won't suspect you. Make some excuse. Do something. I'm missing you. And then our child is to be born. And he needs me and I need you and I need the child. Please do something. But she couldn't do anything, devotees. The cage was too strong and she was too weak and she was heavy with that child inside of her. The baby bird. And so, one day, the bird lay down on the cage. Very weak. And as Sita went to see what was taking place, the bird opened its eyes. And the bird said to Sita, and Sri Ram was telling all of us, the bird said to Sita, see, you have separated me from my husband. And I am in the way of motherhood. The day will come when you shall be separated from your husband, when you shall also be an expectant mother. And when Sri Ram mentioned that, then they all understood the law of karma. No matter how long it has burned, whatever it is, it comes back to haunt us. So cut straight, move straight. Because when it comes to hit you, you will be able to stomach it. So we might do something and forget it. Some other will forget it. But in the cosmic law of natural justice, these things are not lost. They are there as energies and vibration, waiting for maturation, and then things happen. So my dear brothers, do not be angry with me. My mother, Kaushalya, don't be annoyed with me. This is what Sita did and what she has to undergo. And so devotees, this is the explanation behind nothing otherwise. Is she now being made to pay for a bad deed she performed in her early days in life. Devotees, let us join once again. Let us appeal to the Lord, Bhagwan Sri Ram. We all have heard this song already. I'll sing a bhajan this time. Jana Hitakari Jai Jai Ram. Oh Lord, you are a protector, you are a guide, you are everything to us. Bhagwan, we have made many mistakes many a time, whether known or unknown. Bhagwan, please protect us, guide us, help us. You are there for the saints and sages, the rishis and the munis. You destroy the demonic forces. Lord, destroy that evil thought in me. And let, having come from you, may I return to you. Janhitakari, Janhitakari, Jai Jai Ram, Bhav Bhaya Bhanjan, Jai Shri Ram. Oh Bhav Bhaya Bhanjan, Jai Shri Ram. Hey Jai Oh Janhitakari, Janhitakari, Jai Jai Ram, Bhav Bhaya Bhanjan, Jai Shri Ram. Hey Bhav Bhaya Bhanjan, Jai Shri Ram. Mone Makara Shak, Jai Shri Ram. Janaman Ranjan, Jai Shri Ram. Muni Manarashak, Jai Shri Ram. Janaman Ranjan, Jai Shri Ram. Akhil Vishwapati, Jai Shri Ram. Akhil Vishwapati, Jai Shri Ram. Raghupati Raghav, Jai Ram. Hey Raghupati Raghav, Jai Ram. To Janhitakari, Janhitakari, Jai Ram. Bhav Bhanjan, Jai Shri Ram. Mahi Dukha Hari, Hari Hari Ram. गौ ब्राह्मण हितकारी राम, संत जनों के सुख है राम, संत जनों के सुख है राम। दशरथ नंदन जय जय राम, हो दशरथ नंदन
जय जय राम।
हो जनहितकारी।
जय जय राम, अभय वंदन जय श्री राम।
पतित उद्धारण रघुपति राम, धनुज विनाशन हरे राम। पतित उद्धारण रघुपति राम, धनुज विनाशन हरे राम। भक्त जनों के तुम हो प्राण, भक्त जनों के तुम हो प्राण। जय रघुनंदन जय श्री राम, हो जय रघुनंदन जय श्री राम। हो जनहितकारी, जय जय जनहितकारी। जय जय राम, अभय वंदन जय श्री राम, भवभय वंदन जय श्री राम। प्रेम से बोले श्री सीताराम चंद्र की। And let me just bring this part of the katha to an end. Devotees, the words came to pass, Divine Mother Sita in the forest and the ashram of Valmiki Muni had the twin boys, Love and Kush. And by the way, I think from tomorrow, Love and Kush are going to start one of those cable channels. And that advertising for them. You could always get it wherever you want. But it's fantastic, moving, touching, unbelievable. Now, technically, as people say, Sita was a single parent. She brought him up without Sri Ram. Why I'm saying this, there are many mothers who are doing a great job in the absence of a father. So take courage and move on with that. Devotees, what happened? They began to grow, and Valmiki Muni taught them all that was Astan, Sastra, etc. The art of warfare and what have you. Like when I was speaking to my brother Shaka, they're doing that same thing for the children. See, same thing here? Same thing. And so devotees, they were well prepared for life. And that's what we are supposed to do as parents. Provide all the opportunity, the guidance, and encouragement to our children to engage in constructive activity so they can make us proud. And if they don't make us proud, at least we know we left them in a better place and a better state that they can make something of their lives someday to come. So devotees, now we don't teach them to shoot bow and arrow, and we teach them to swim, to sing, to dance, to play an instrument, to be polite, most of all, and so much more. So let's move on, devotees. There's what we call an Ashwamedh Yajna, where a white horse is released, and it goes throughout, especially in northeasterly direction, unconquered territory. And if any king holds that horse and ties it, it means you are challenging the king who released that horse. In this case was Sri Ram. For him to establish dominion over all, he had to release this horse, perform Ashwamedh Yajna. And so the horse was released. Wherever it went, when they heard his Raja Ram, nobody dared touch that horse. They let it go. But the horse kept traveling, and where it went? Right where Love and Kush were. And what do children like? Children love to see animals. And I'll make this point, don't get angry at me. When children small or when we are young, we love to see animals and play with them. When we get older, we like to eat them. Well, some of us, not everybody. Not everybody. Well, look at that, I'll move on. So devotees, what happened? They held this horse and tied it to the tree. Horse nice, beautiful. So they went and told their mother, Ma, Sita, we have a horse, come and see it. When Sita saw the horse, she divine mother. She knows everything. She realized this was the horse released by Bhagwan Sri Ram, her husband, who had sent her into the forest. She had no malice, and this is something we should all bear in mind. It's hard for some of us to stomach, But somebody does an injustice to you and you have no malice in your mind, oh God, you are Devta. But not so with some devotees. You do for me, I go do for you. With interest too, well fixed up. You know what they say? An eye for an eye, what? What happens when eye for an eye? When that happened, the one-eyed man is king in the world. But we can't go into that. Think of it. Devotees, the horse didn't come back. Bhagwan Sri Ram said, hey Lakshman, well I have to run it through. Hey Shatrughan, hey Bharaji, go and see. And so one by one they went with the army to see who had held the horse. And devotee, when they asked the horse to be released, they said, Love and Kush said, no, we will not release this horse. Then they said, we'll have to fight. You say, well, all the fight now. Love, devotees, Love and Kush have the Shakti of Ma. When you have your mother's energy and blessing and power, will anybody stand up in front of you now? It won't work. And this also Bhagwan Sri Ram Shakti there. So devotees, Lakshmanji was put aside. He was no match for them. Bharat, same thing. Shatrughan, same thing. So Sri Ram saying, well, what is this? So he said, call Hanuman. Hanuman, you have never failed me, oh Baba. Go and see what's happening. And Hanumanji devotees, he is always in the service of the Lord. And when you're serving God, you have no ghaman, no pride. You see what is what, and you know how to handle things. Whenever you're calm and controlled, you're able to handle a situation better than if you're huffing and puffing. And so devotees, when Hanuman went, he saw Love and Kush. And he didn't see the physical form. He saw through the third eye that these are the children of my divine mother and my divine father, whom I am serving conscientiously, day in, day out. And Hanuman didn't take a mukta and say, let go the horse before I'll let you have it. He bowed to them. So both of them puzzled. So they ran and said, Ma, come, what's going on here? This monkey bowing to me. They're talking in children language, eh? Ma, first we have a horse, now we have a monkey. We might get a zoo just now. They're talking like this playfully with their mother. If you make joke with your mother, you make joke with devotees. Oh, you ever make joke with your mother? I mean, serial joke, eh? Sincere joke. So they're saying this. Mother Sita said a monkey. Yes, mother, it's a red one. Said a white horse, now it's a red monkey. So come and see. When Sita went, devotee, she knew who Hanuman Baba was. Who does know who Hanumanji is, devotees? Who does know? Let us sing a verse or two from Hanuman Chalisa to remind us about the greatness of Pawan Sut Hanuman. Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar, Jai Kapish Deho Lok Ujagar, Ram Dut Yatulit Baladhama, Anjani Putra Pavan Sut Nama, Mahabir Vikram Balcharangi, Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi, Kanchana Barana Viraj Subesha, Karne Kundala. Jai Hanuman Baba Shri Hanumana, 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 Jai Hanuman Baba Shri Hanumana. I will go to the concluding verse of Hanuman Chalisa. I will sing it like this, devotees. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, 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 Jai Jai Jai. Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar, Jai Kapish Deho Lok Ujagar, Ram Dut Yatulit Baladhama, Anjani Putra Pavan Sut Nama, महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। बोले श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की। Another time we'll sing that. Powerful, meaningful, soul-stirring devotees. So, Sri Ram is waiting. Hanuman Baba, they held him and tied him up with his own tail. That tail that he burned Lanka with to send a message to the demon. The tail of Hanuman with fire is the tail of wisdom to burn the arrogance and ignorance of Lanka, the city of sin. And so devotees, Sita said, no, not him. Not him, my children. Release him. They released him. Hanuman bowed. And he returned to Sri Ram and said, Prabhu, I am no match for them. I couldn't do anything. I saw you in them. Only you can go now. The horse is still there. And so devotees, Sri Ram went with an army. And he saw Lav and Kush. And he spoke and said, that's my horse, release my horse. They said, you do it now. They say, my mother told us to tie it and we'll tie it right here. So devotees, father power, mother power. Think of this. So devotees, Sri Ram said, if you don't release it, then I have no choice but to shoot. And whenever Sri Ram releases an arrow, it must hit the mark. Sri Ram's arrow will always hit its mark. So when he fitted an arrow to the bow, Sri Ram heard and saw. And she came out. But Lav and Kush also fitted arrow to the bows. And they're also aiming at Sri Ram. And he's aiming at Lav and Kush. Father and children. And devotee Sita went in the middle. She turned to Sri Ram and said, my husband, if you shoot them, you have to shoot me first. And then she turned around to her children and said, my children, that is your father. If you have to shoot him, shoot me first. Lav and Kush felt ashamed. Sri Ram felt ashamed. They dropped the bow and the arrow. And Sita stepped aside. And for the first time, Sri Ram embraced Lav and Kush. While they were embracing as father and son, Sita Mata bowed to them. She bowed to the earth. And she ran a short distance. She looked at the earth and said, Ma, I came from you. My life's mission has come to an end. Take me back. Take me back, Ma. And we all know the earth opened. Sita went in. By now, Sri Ram and Lav and Kush, they had embraced, they've experienced that joy, ecstatic moment, and now they began to look for Sita. And at that point, they just saw her head going down. They hurried to the spot. It was too late. And so devotees, I have to move it on. They went with Sri Ram. And so we know he reigned for 11,000 years. Eventually, he installed them. And devotees, Sita had done her part. So this is Ramayana. And there's much more. But I will sing a bhajan, devotees. And then I will tell you the whole philosophy of Ramayana. And then we'll conclude. I think we shall have some time. All right? So, there's this wonderful bhajan, devotees. Jai Jai Avada Bihari, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram. Jai Jai Avada Bihari, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita अवध में पुर जन्म लिए है मातु पिता को अमर किया है। दशरथ दशरथ अजर बिहारी सीता राम सीता
राम सीता राम सीता राम।
वन में जाए तारका मारी, गौतम नारी अहिल्या तारी। तो विश्वामित्र यज्ञ रखवारे सीता
राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम।
मिथिलापुर जाकर धनुष को तोड़ा, राजा जनक संशय मोरा। परशुराम दहारे सीता राम सीता
राम सीता राम सीता राम।
अवध राज को त्याग दिए है, वन में जाकर चरित किए है। तो सुर नर मुनि मन हरे सीता
राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम।
Now this bhajan is very long. I just go to the last two verses. रावण को बैकुंठ पठाए, भक्त विभीषण के भूप बनाए। तो सीता के दुख ये हारी सीता
राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम।
जय जय अवध बिहारी, ओ जय जय अवध बिहारी सीता
राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम।
सेवक है यह शरण तुम्हारी, दया करो हे अवध बिहारी। कृपा करो हे अवध बिहारी, क्षमा करो हे अवध बिहारी। दया करो हे अवध बिहारी। कौशल्या 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 हितकारी सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम। जय 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 अवध बिहारी सीता
राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम
सीता
राम सीता राम।
प्रेम से बोले श्री प्रभु रामचंद्र की। The devotees, I have just read the katha the way it was written. I want to share with you this important point. There are three main outlooks in our scripture. Let me put it in a very simple way. Our religion has three parts: the rites and rituals, the myths and the legends, and there's a philosophy. Remember that. But from the philosophical point of view, it is used like this: the three main outlooks. There's the experimental outlook, or Vaisheshik, which deals with that which is impermanent and the destructible form of things. So what is impermanent, what is destructible, is when we just read the katha as it is. Eventually what happens? We'll come to it. There's the cosmological or Sankhya, the method of direct experimental perception according to the yogis. And this studies the enduring permanent law of things. So there's the impermanent, there's the permanent. And there's the metaphysical or Vedant, that aspect, the nature of that which is changeless, substratum of all forms and laws. So we just did the mythological. Then when we offer flowers and mala and arati, that is the ritual. But what's all about? It's something more than that. One day mightn't get flowers. Remember the mealybug ate up the flower some time ago? You couldn't get flowers. So what you'll do? Some place you can't get gobar, so what will you do? Some place you can't get baba, so what will you do? You understand what I'm saying, devotees? Our religion says move according to time, place, and circumstance. But do not give up the philosophy, the underlying thing. For example, let's take the example of light. Long ago, flambeau. Some of us study in flambeau. When you're done studying, you get natural kajal. Try it and see. Study in flambeau, you had candle, you have diya, you have this, and you have other forms of light. Sunlight, moonlight, etc. But at the end of the day, what is important? Not the container, but the contents of the container. Not the object that gives the light, but the light itself. That's what's important. So devotees, Ramayana is telling us what is the journey we all have to undergo. And every journey has an end. My journey coming to an end very soon. All right? So hear it. From the metaphysical or philosophical point of view, the exile of Sri Ram from Ayodhya represents, let us say, not the exile, but the lack of spirituality in a man's life. When he left Ayodhya, Ayodhya was in darkness. There was pain, there was crying, there was unhappiness. When also we become godless, let me use simple terminology. When we become godless, jump high, jump low. We might get a little joy here, a little joy there. But devotees, true lasting happiness, success and fulfillment will not come. Because Bhajamana Rama Charana Sukadai, happiness comes at the feet, from the feet of the Lord. So we need to be spiritual because we are a spiritual being. So his exile means what? The exile of Sri Ram means the leaving of spirituality from our lives. And we don't want that. We move on. Ravan took away Sita. It means the capture of the intellect by arrogance, passion, anger. And we all know we have the intellect. When our intellect is covered or captured or destroyed by anger and arrogance, all these negative things, then we act foolishly. That's why he went and he tampered with Sitama, not knowing she Bhadrakali, Kankali, Maharani. She could have destroyed him by looking at him alone. But that had gone. That was destroyed. Devotees, Sri Ram together with Hanuman, spirituality and a developed mind, a stable, steady, restrained mind, they go hand, finger and ring, hand and glove. When you have that combination, there's only one way to go, forward, upward and Godward. And that's why they were successful. That's why. Devotees, we have Ravan, he represents Rajas. Now we have three cores of Prakriti or Gunas, Sat, Raj and Tam. Sat is truthfulness, that would be Bhishan. Rajas is Ravan. And Tamas is Bibhishan, good for nothing. Just sleep and eat. That's what he did. So devotees Bibhishan, not Bibhishan, Ravan. Rajas means he was lust. The man married and he wants Sita too. The man married and he wants Vevrati too. Eh? Yeah, men like that. Women too, eh? It goes both. No, I mean, you understand what I'm saying? After we fear, it goes both ways. Both ways. All right? So, what we're being told is the Rajas quality in us, that has to be destroyed. If that remains in us, it's going to destroy ourselves and other people too. And he destroyed his own family. He tried to destroy his wife Mandodari, his son Prahast, but he destroyed his own kingdom by his lust and greed and holding on to power. And we could talk about power another time. Devotees. That is materialism. That is Ravan. And that has to be destroyed in us. And that can only be destroyed through spirituality, Bhagwan Sri Ram. And just for a little quiz, I hear some Baba like to ask a question and thing. Let me ask you a question. Huh? How many arrows did Sri Ram use to kill Ravan? I'll answer fast, time going. 31 arrows. I didn't say how many arrows kill Ravan, It's only one could kill him. But he shot 31 arrows. Another time I'll tell you, there are lots of secrets in Ramayana today. Bhai, when I was thinking, I said, man, this year got done and I would never really share what I really wanted to share about so many secrets of Ramayana. Why, when the yag had to be done. Dashrath Yag. Why didn't Guru Vashirai Guru, why didn't he do it? Why Sringireshi do it? Why Lakshman had to go in the forest? Not because Sri Ram said, go and ask your mother, mother said, go and behave yourself. There's a big reason behind that and so much more. There are many things, devotees, about Ramayana that is very astonishing, mind-boggling. But sometimes, somewhere, somebody might say it. Why didn't say somebody will do it? That's how the world is. So devotees, and then what Sri Ram did when Ravan was destroyed, he installed Bibhishan, showing us that when we put truth, piety, and godliness in our lives and first, then we shall be elevated and we shall be coronated. So I know I'll rush it. I don't know if you follow me, I'm talking fast, whatever. So I will make my last statement on this, hopefully. When we look at Ramayana as a whole, I have it here. Devotees, there is Panchavati. Panchavati. There is Chitrakoot. There is Lanka and there is Ayodhya. These were the places that Sri Ram visited and came from and went. So what are these places? Those who know Rama will appreciate this kind of knowledge being given. Panchavati is the land of faith. Hear what I'm saying? The land of faith. But they're also a land of doubt. Many say they have faith, but they have doubt, Land of doubt. And it's also a land of separation and pain. That is Panchavati. Chitrakoot. Chitra, the mind, and Kut, the grinding process of the mind. It's a land of divine qualities. The sages, etc. live there. It's a land of the innermost mind, the pure state of the mind. Lanka is the land of the ego, false pride. And Ayodhya is the land of the intellect. And the presence of Sri Ram in the land of the intellect led to Ram Raj and the absence of strife. Notice when Sri Ram was not there, what happened? There was strife in Ayodhya. Kaikeyi wanted her son to sit up on his throne. Dashrath he's not even saying anything because his word is tied up in Kaikeyi. If you know Ramayana, you'll follow him and say better, but if not, well, forgive me. So devotees, there are these areas, the land of faith, but doubt and separation and pain. They're the land of divine qualities of innermost mind. There is the place where Sri Ram went, the land of ego and false pride. He had to go there and destroy that. And then he had to return way to Ayodhya, the land of the intellect, where his presence will bring, usher in an era of growth, prosperity, and happiness. That's the journey we are on. And all of us have to proceed on that journey. So devotees, and in that journey, you need no visa, no passport, you know that. No money too. Just your faith, knowledge, willpower, and God's grace. So, I say as I conclude, may Bhagwan Sri Ram show his blessing upon this group. This group, devotees, I heard about them when we were doing a yag in Tenant. I don't see Paria side. And the individuals who sang a night or two, the Bhakti Sangeet Mandali, they are singing, and our brother Vishal with the song system and tabla, and the vocal of Marigold, and Kamini, and others. We met there and they told me, they said, Pundit, you're coming to the temple. I said, well, I don't know where the temple is. I know the name, nothing. But having come devotee, I could tell you, they are sincere, genuine people here. And they're doing great work. My brother Motilal, every night, when I sat on the chair, would come and sit on the ground there. Simple man, but powerful. And gave me a full insight into what is taking place in this temple. And I have nothing but admiration for all of you. So Sunil and others, I mean, you all know, all of you who came together, you have done really well. And I'm leaving with nothing but fond memories, but more importantly, my blessing upon you all. So here, let us join, and finally, Baba, you could finish the Havan by time? Right. And we glorify Bhagwan Sri Ram. What do we say? Ram Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranam Tatulyam Shri Ramanam Varanane. To Jaya Ram Hare Shri Ram Hare भक्तों के दुख दूर करे। जय जय श्री राम हरे, जय राम हरे, श्री राम हरे। भक्तों के दुख दूर करे। तुम्हें सब जग में व्यापक कहो, तुम्हें सब जग में व्यापक हो। तुम्हें जग के चराचर नायक हो। योगी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय जय श्री राम हरे, जय राम हरे।
श्री राम हरे, भक्तों के दुख दूर करे। जय जय श्री राम हरे।
तुम बहुत पापी जनतारे हो। तुम भक्त जनन के प्यारे हो। निर्गुण सरगुण रूप धरे। जय जय श्री राम हरे, जय राम हरे।
श्री राम हरे, भक्तों के दुख दूर करे। जय जय श्री राम हरे।
आप ही के गुण हम गाते हैं। आप ही के गुण हम गाते हैं। जो श्रुति पुराण बखाते हो। कैसे तुम रावण बधन किए। जय जय श्री राम
हरे,
जय
राम हरे, श्री राम हरे। भक्तों के दुख दूर करे। जय जय श्री राम हरे।
दे तिलक विभीषण आन चढ़े। दे तिलक विभीषण आन चढ़े। सीता संग लक्ष्मण भरत मिले। अवधपुरी में राज करे। जय जय श्री
राम हरे,
जय राम हरे।
श्री राम हरे। भक्तों के दुख दूर करे। जय जय श्री राम हरे।
जय जय श्री राम हरे, जय जय श्री
राम हरे।
जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम।
जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम।
हे श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम।
जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम।
हे श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा 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 राम।
सीताराम, सीताराम, सीताराम।
सीताराम, सीताराम, सीताराम।
सीताराम, सीताराम, सीताराम।
सीताराम,
Jai Jai Ram.
Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Raja Ram, Raja Ram, Raja Ram.
Raja Ram, Raja Ram, Raja Ram.
Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram.
Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram.
Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Prabhu Shri Ram. These individuals, they made all this preparation for 7 nights to honor and worship you. Devotees came. When Satyam, he also came under this path with his son, Sandeep. We had Pandit Vashish, Varish, Vinayak, and others who came. Dignitaries. We have also the Rampatni of Pandit Rajendra Maharaji. We have one of his sons today, Vinayak here. We also have my group, my Dharam Patni, who goes everywhere. And now she's joined very wonderfully, capably by her daughter-in-law, well, our daughter-in-law. Gotta be careful. Sarvani. We had wonderful song system by this brother of ours, who is truly a wonderful person. I'm very happy with Bhai Motilal as well as Shobha's husband, Ramdas ji. The children and all of you, you made our stay here very, very pleasant. Tonight we are blessed also to have the wife of Pandit Satyam. Blessings to you. So devotees, a wonderful yag. We did it for blessings. For no other reason but to promote Dharma in its truest form. To keep that light burning brightly. I pray in my own way. May Divine Father, Supreme Force, Almighty Bhagwan Shri Ram bless each and every one of you. May He guide, protect and help you. May He give you the courage and the patience, the strength, the tolerance, the understanding and the willpower to face up to the challenges of life. And may you overcome them. And the wonderful work being done by the young ones, the Ram Leela and the Shaka, etc. You're in good hands. You're going in the right direction. Keep it up. And I must say special blessings to those who cook the food. Very, very good. Give us a lot of energy and strength to do what we have to do. So all in all, a wonderful year. Blessings to all. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram.